Hey everyone, Carlos here from ADifficultTruth. So before we get started, if you want to be a part of the discussion on our live streams, we do stream every Sunday around noon Eastern time. That's twitch.tv/ADifficultTruth. So go on and follow us there. I'll leave the link in the description below. If you missed the previous stream, not a problem. We got you. Check out the weekly podcast playlist and also the recent uploads, or just go to the Twitch channel. But today's video is going to be on stochastic terrorism. This is a neat coincidence considering that my last video was basically making the point of what you say and how you say it matters, especially if you have a large audience, whether you're, I don't know, YouTuber, musician, artist, political figure, doesn't matter. You have a responsibility to measure your words and understand that a lot of people listen to you. But this is coming from Yahoo News, so we're going to get into this article here that I came across yesterday. FBI document warns conspiracy theories are a new domestic terrorism threat. The FBI, for the first time, has identified fringe conspiracy theories as a domestic terrorist threat, according to a previously unpublicized document obtained by Yahoo News. I'll leave the link in the description below, so if you guys want to read the full article, because I'm not going to go into the entire article. If you want to read it, I'll go ahead and link it in the description below. The FBI intelligence bulletin from the Bureau's Phoenix field office, dated May 30th of 2019, describes conspiracy theory-driven domestic extremists as a growing threat and notes that it is the first such report to do so. It lists a number of arrests, including some that haven't been publicized, related to violent incidents motivated by fringe beliefs. The document specifically mentions QAnon, a shadowy network that believes in a deep state conspiracy against President Trump, and Pizzagate, the theory that a pedophile ring, including Clinton associates, was being run out of the basement of a Washington, D.C. pizza restaurant, which didn't actually have a basement. Pizzagate was, I believe, peddled by Alex Jones from InfoWars. It's just ridiculous. These conspiracy theories are just absolute lunacy. The problem is, and why I consider it stochastic terrorism, is because some guy, and the article talks about it, went in there with a gun to try to rescue these children from the imaginary basement, from the imaginary pedophile ring, all because Alex Jones was peddling this stuff. Now, did Alex Jones technically tell that specific guy or tell his audience to do that? No, but one of them, out of the millions of people that he reaches, decided to do something about it because he saw it as a call to action, and that is what's dangerous about this. Let's continue with the article. The FBI assesses these conspiracy theories very likely will emerge, spread, and evolve in the modern information marketplace, occasionally driving both groups and individual extremists to carry out criminal or violent acts, the document states. It also goes on to say that the FBI believes conspiracy theory-driven extremists are likely to increase during the 2020 presidential election cycle. I suspect that might be the case, especially if Trump loses. The FBI, I mean, we saw it with the 2016 election. I mean, this was all over the place. Pizzagate. The FBI said another factor driving the intensity of this threat is the uncovering of real conspiracies or cover-ups involving illegal, harmful, or unconstitutional activities by government officials or leading political figures. The FBI does not specify which political leaders or which cover-ups it was referring to. Every single conspiracy theory has some kind of kernel of truth to it, and that's how it gets spread around. President Trump is mentioned by name briefly in the latest FBI document, which notes that the origins of QAnon is a conspiratorial belief that Q, allegedly a government official, posts classified information online to reveal a covert effort led by President Trump to dismantle a conspiracy involving deep state actors and global elites allegedly engaged in an international child sex trafficking ring. Right, so the guy who's allegedly accused by over a dozen women for sexual assault is the guy who's going to dismantle this international child sex trafficking ring. So it's like Pizzagate times like 1,000. This recent intelligence bulletin comes as the FBI is facing pressure to explain who it considers an extremist and how the government prosecutes domestic terrorists. In recent weeks, the FBI director has addressed domestic terrorism multiple times, but did not publicly mention this new conspiracy theorist threat. It's like they didn't really call it stochastic terrorism, but it's basically acknowledging that this is an issue. The FBI is already under fire for its approach to domestic terrorism in contentious hearing last week before the Senate Judiciary Committee. FBI Director Christopher Wray faced criticism from Democrats who said the Bureau is not okay, so it's going on to address the whole racial side of domestic terrorism and domestic terrorism that is motivated by race. So we're just going to go and continue down here. The new category is different in that it focuses not on racial motivations, but on violence based specifically on beliefs that, in the words of the FBI document, quote, attempt to explain events or circumstances as the result of a group of actors working in secret to benefit themselves at the expense of others, i.e. conspiracy theories, and are usually at odds with official or prevailing explanation of events, i.e. reality. The FBI acknowledges conspiracy theory-driven violence is not new, but says it's gotten worse with advances in technology combined with an increasingly partisan political landscape in the lead-up to the 2020 presidential election. The advent of the internet and social media has enabled promoters of conspiracy theories to produce and share greater volumes of material via online platforms that larger audiences of consumers can quickly and easily access, the document says. Okay, so that is the entire point. I think that that's basically where I wanted to go with this. The fact that you can reach so many people, statistically speaking, one of those people might be a little bit off in the head and go do some crazy stuff like, I don't know, send pipe bombs to the president's political candidates, which happened, by the way, or have a guy, crazy guy, run in to that pizza parlor with a gun because, you know, Alex Jones kept peddling the conspiracy theory that there was children in a non-existent basement, or the guy who was radicalized, to the point where he had to go to a mosque and shoot up like 50 plus people in New Zealand. Remember that like people like Candace Owens, Ben Shapiro were at the top of his list of people he got inspired by. And no matter what they say, the reality is what they said and how they said it affected this individual. It's just one person, but that's all it takes. And yes, they do share a responsibility, but it's such a gray area legally. How do you even legislate this? I mean, Alex Jones, President Trump, all these people peddling, it doesn't matter. And there is conspiracy theorists on the left as well who are just spewing nonsense too. How do you really put these people accountable? I mean, what do you do? Alex Jones didn't tell that guy to go into the pizza parlor and try to rescue these children. Ben Shapiro didn't tell that guy to go into that mosque and kill all those Muslims. I mean, how do you really pinpoint that? And I think that's the problem with stochastic terrorism. If you guys have any ideas, let me know in the comment section below. I mean, it's like, I am a staunch believer of the First Amendment, but I think there might need to be limits. I don't know. But it's just like so contradicting, and I'm trying to like process that. I'm trying to process that. Like, do we just kick these people off completely off the internet, but then violate First Amendment rights, which, by the way, the article does get into? It's so difficult. Let me know again, guys. I would love to hear from you and what kind of ideas you guys would have. I personally don't know. I just understand. I'll make the same exact point. If you have a large audience, you have a responsibility. Anyway, guys, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and ring the little bell so that you get notifications when our videos go live for you. You can follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/ADifficultTruth. You can like us on Facebook at facebook.com/ADifficultTruthOfficial. You can listen to the weekly podcast at soundcloud.com/ADifficultTruth. And now you can follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/ADifficultTruth. Make sure you're part of the discussion. I'll leave all the links in the description below, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. See ya!